Welcome back, everybody. Matt the Matt here. Hope you're doing well. Well, today we got a new movie on Netflix. Premiered this morning, or was up on Netflix this morning. The new Bradley Cooper directorial film. He also stars in the movie Maestro. This is based on the composer Leonard Bernstein, or otherwise known as Maestro. This also stars Carey Mulligan, Sarah Silverman, Maya Hawke, and Matt Bomer. I'm a big fan of my boy Bradley Cooper. I mean, all the way back to Wedding Crashers, or even before that, yeah, Wedding Crashers, then Failure to Launch, Yes Man, and then of course The Hangover, and so on, and Limitless. I mean, and then, he then broke out in 2018, directing his first film, the remake of A Star Is Born, with Lady Gaga and Sam Elliott. That was a very good movie, and a very good and great directorial debut for him. He also starred in that movie also. That movie got a lot of Oscar nominations. Lady Gaga was nominated for that film. Now, it's already been over 5 years since Bradley Cooper directed a movie, and he's finally returning with this Maestro film. And so let's get into it. Positive. Bradley Cooper. I don't know what it is with actors wanting to play real people. They really dig into that role and make it not only their own without mimicking the real person, but also honoring the real person. It's always a fine line. With the makeup that Bradley Cooper puts on and looks more and more like the real Leonard Bernstein, you never notice it. The makeup is flawless, that's one thing I will say. And Bradley Cooper has this kinetic energy in the first half of this movie that's just fun, powerful. His chemistry with Carey Mulligan is outstanding. I also like in the second half of this movie we get more of a serious tone, and you once again see more of that serious side of Bradley Cooper. And like I said, this is the same guy who's been nominated so many times too. We know his comedy side, but then he broke out in 2012 with Silver Linings Playbook, getting an Oscar nomination, and then American Hustle, and then American Sniper. America. He likes the word. And time again getting those Oscar nominations and showing people, no, I can be funny, but I can be a very serious actor at the same time. He can play this duality of this life that he lives of kind of being a closeted gay person, if you will, being married, having kids, putting on this front, if you will, but behind closed doors, he's sleeping and kissing and making out with men. So he gives an excellent performance. There's a scene in the third act where we do see him composing a symphony, if you will, and it's like over 5-6 minutes long, and it is brilliant, brilliant. And Bradley Cooper really actually learned to be a composer and really be serious and, learn all this stuff. Not only out in the directing side, but really becoming Leonard Bernstein, the composer. And it's a brilliant scene in the movie. Carey Mulligan. Oh boy. I think I really think the actress nomination race is going to be a lot harder than than the best actor race. Because Carey Mulligan, he gives a performance. Like I said, the first act, she's very bubbly, very fun, has great chemistry with Bradley Cooper. And then in the second half, we just see this complete turn of this more serious, watching her husband make out with these men, having this secret relationship, and you can just tell without any words that she doesn't like it, she's not happy with it. And then when we find out she has cancer, that whole downward spiral. She has a great scene in the third act with Sarah Silverman at a lunch outing, and she gives this monologue that you're just like, Oscar, Oscar, Oscar highlight reel, yes please. Once again, she is, I would say with this movie, as much as Bradley Cooper does a good job in the acting department, I don't think he'll get it for acting. I hope he's nominated, but winning, no. I think he's better with this film as the director. And I think Carey Mulligan is the front and center as the actress. This movie has as much her story as it is Leonard Bernstein's Bradley Cooper's. And I thought that was very fascinating to watch. Speaking of cinematography, and the direction that Bradley Cooper does with this movie, I think the cinematography is its own third character in this movie. The way that Bradley Cooper decides to set up the shots and shoot this film was pretty interesting. Most of this movie is in wide shots. There are so many scenes that play out that are all in one shot, and it's a wide shot. Whether it's an argument between two people, or even in a quieter discussion, it's all in wide shot. And normally most directors would want to, have the main frame, the main shot, be a wide shot to set up the setting, where the actors are in the scene on the set, in the scene and everything. And then eventually, once the scene gets going, and we have established where everyone is, in the room that they're occupying, or the setting outside that they're occupying, then you start seeing the, cut in for a close-up, medium shot, close-up, overhead shot, And in this movie, we have the camera moves a lot too. There's a lot of wide shots of just keeping the camera where it is and letting the scene play out. There are many, many, many scenes in this movie that do that. And then we have the reverse of the camera moves so much. Like, we'll start with a wide shot for some scenes, like a very, very, very wide shot, and then slowly, dolly in, zoom in. And the camera's always moving, even the way they transition from one scene to another. A lot of it's all in camera. And I thought that was very fascinating. Very interesting, and also just planning that out in your head was very well done. In black and white for the first hour or so of the movie. And then as the film goes along, then in the second half, we move into color. I thought that was also another... And even with that, the black and white, you can see it's almost like the reverse. Where in the black and white, you would almost think it would be more moody, more serious. No, the black and white scenes are the more fun, kinetic energy, the blossoming of this relationship between Bradley Cooper and Carey Mulligan. And then when we get into color, it's more of this serious side. You know, the backdoor relationship with Bradley Cooper and these men. The way that Carey Mulligan is not approving of all this. Negatives. I wish we got more of him as a composer. I mean, this is more about the romance between Bradley Cooper and Carey Mulligan's character. There really isn't too much on the composing side of Leonard Bernstein in this movie. Also, we got a lot of characters, like I said, Matt Bomer, who we see more in the first act, and then we don't see any more in the movie. Sarah Silverman plays his sister. I wish we got more of her. Maya Hawke plays one of his daughters in the film. I wish we got more of her. So I wish we got more of the supporting cast. I give this a 4 out of 5 rating. So let me know in the comments below, have you watched Maestro yet on Netflix? What do you think of Bradley Cooper as an actor, as a director? What do you think of his first directorial debut, A Star is Born, that came out in 2018? Let me know in the comments below. Like the channel. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Comment below. I want to hear your thoughts. Matt the Mad here.